Hi guys, remember Avengers Endgame? That movie was incredible. What did you think of the cast?
Oh, definitely. The cast was amazing, especially Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. He made the role unforgettable. In addition, Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow was really emotional in this one.
I totally agree. Robert Downey Jr. is was fantastic, and I also thought Chris Hemsworth as Thor was hilarious. Of the other arms, I think Mark Ruffalo's cool was more serious in this film, but home about the storyline. I thought it was full of emotional moments and Neptune's twist. Can you remind me, Andre, what happened at the beginning?
Sure, the movie started right after the events of Infinity War, when the half of the Earth's population was wiped out by Thanos. While the war was recurring, the Avengers were trying with the So what happened next, Walter?
After that, they discovered there might be a way to undo what Thanos died. So they decided to go back in time and retrieve the Infinity Stone. However, it wasn't easy. They had to split into teams and travel to different timelines. So, do you remember what happened during the time heist?
Of course, why some Avengers were 16 enemies in the past, others were trying to heal for themselves. One of the most intense moments was when Black Widow sacrificed herself to get the Soul Stone. That was heartbreaking, but what happened inevitable after what, Andre?
After Black Widow said the team gathered all the stands, but just when they were preparing to use them, Thanos appeared and attacked them. The final battle was becoming chaotic. Do you remember how the things escalated from there, Walter?
Yes, there was a huge battles where all the heroes came back to fight. The special effects were fantastic, and the moment Iron Man said, I am Iron Man, and snipped his finger. In conclusion, that the scene was unforgettable. So, were you expecting that ending?
Not at all. Tony Stark's sacrifice was incredibly emotional, while the others were watching in shock. He was the but what were you thinking during that scene, Andre?
Honestly, I was holding my breath. Then the final scene made everything so real. In addition, Captain America returned the stands and then decided to stay in the past with Peggy. That ending right touched me. What stuck with you, Walter?
Well, when Cap lifted Thor's hammer, the audience was screaming. I was amazing that and when Spider-Man returned to Hell. Wow. Also, I spent so much time thinking about all the lighting the tide after watching it.
Totally. On the one hand, he was a great action film, full of epic moments. On the other hand, it had a lot of emotional depth. That balance made it perfect for me. By the way, Andre, what were the characters doing when Iron Man grabbed the stones?
Oh, most of them were fighting Thanos' army. Captain Marvel was trying to stop him, and Doctor Strange was, was singling Tony. That was the moment when Iron Man realized it was his time to act.
In the end, I understood their story more deeply than I expected. And honestly, I love to watch it again.
Me too. It's not who's action, it's a powerful story about sacrifice, love, and destiny.
Exactly. In conclusion, it's one of the best superhero films ever made.